Okay, welcome to your Transmath Video One. And the purpose of this video is to show you the different tools that you're going to use for VMath, and then you are going to be consistently or filling out vocab. So throughout every unit, you're going to have vocab. And we talked about that in class just a little bit today. So I'm going to show you right now how to access your textbook online and how to use that to complete your vocab assignment. So first of all, everybody should have this page bookmarked on their Chromebooks by now. And this is where you're going to log on for any time you use anything for Transmath. So we look right here, and thank you, Rosemary, for letting me use your account to show. So if I look right here, we know that that our tests are right here because we've already done that. And we also know how to access VMath Live, because we've done that before. But there's three more things that are available that can help you. First of all, if we click on the tutorials, right here, whatever unit we're on, there is a review video that you can watch if you're like, ooh, this problem's really hard for me. I'm not sure what to do on my homework. So Unit 1, Lesson 1, you can see where it says there is a tutorial. You simply click on the tutorial.
How does a digit get its value? This is a play.
So you can see right here what we went through in class. This is a review video for that. So if you ever want to review the instruction from class, feel free to click on the tutorials and then go ahead and find it. Now we have a math toolbox. If we open this is different tools to help you. And like, for example, right now, we're working on our place value chart. And I know some people have been asking to use it. This one is not very good, so I wouldn't use this. So we have number line, table, shapes, so different tools that can help you here. I don't think you'll be using this very often, but it is an option. And then let's go back to our original screen, if we could find it. Not it, not what we're looking for. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go back from here and hopefully, perfect, it took us right back. All right, so we've looked at our tutorials, the math toolbox, VMath, and the last thing we're gonna look at is our ebooks. And this is what you're going to be using frequently. So pretty much all your ebook is your textbook, but it's available online. So I'm going to just change this view a little bit so you can see it. All right, so we're logged on. We clicked on our ebooks, and right here your textbook should pop up. And there's going to be two books that pop up. We have this first one, which is your student text. And then you have this one, which is your workbook. So we want to click on the student text because that's our textbook. And then once you get here, you can see this is the lesson we were on today. And tomorrow your homework is page 14 in your textbook. So to find that, you click on your table of contents. And you click on this second thing. These are the lessons. We're on Unit 1. And we are going to be on Lesson 2 tomorrow. So you go ahead and click that. And you'll have to click through Lesson 2. Bam, bam, bam. And eventually you'll get to page 14. And this is the assignment that you can do. Now there's an option to click in the box and put in your answer. I would prefer, you can save that. Once you save it, you can't do anything. And then if you choose to do this online, which you're welcome to, I would just do it on paper if it was me, but it's okay if you choose not to. And this is being a little tricky. All right, so if you decided to complete this online, so the first one if you decided, okay, I'm going to just complete this online, I'm going to enter my answer in here, you click this little button right here, and that's how you submit it. Once you submit it, you can't fix it, okay? All right, so you can do it online, but usually if it were me, I would just pull up this page and then write my answers in my math notebook instead. right? And then there is another thing you're going to be doing continually throughout the chapter or the unit. And remember that I said that that is vocab. So every single one of you should have gotten a vocab sheet that looked like this today for your homework. And you can see that there is a vocab word, digits, a definition, and an example, okay? You are going to be completing this chart as we work throughout the chapter. At the beginning of every week, you will be told which terms you need to know, or which parts, or which words you need to know, which ones you have to complete the chart on. So for example, by tomorrow, I need you to do your digits. So I'm going to highlight that, digits, and then place value. I need these two portions filled out. Okay, so you need the definition for both of these and the example for both of these. So we'll do the first one together. The word is digit. Now, if you remember what this means from class, then you don't have to, go back and look through the textbook. If you're like, ooh, I forgot, I'm not quite sure. All right, let's go back. I don't know why I keep clicking on that. Need this. All right. So we're going to go back here and I'm going to leave this. Boom, boom. Keep going back to our starting page. All right, here's our starting page. So we have our ebook, which we are already in, I guess. I didn't realize that. So we have our ebook right here. And it's loading. Oop, it's nice. It goes right back to where you were before. We have over here how we find something, okay? And we have our end matter. Our end matter, we can see something called a glossary. And this has definitions for every single vocab term. So if I look right here, my first word that I'm doing is digits. So I'm going to look through here and I can see that this is C, and so it's not going to be on here because it's going to be in D. And I am going to zoom in because I cannot read this. If you guys can, that's great. All right, there's a way to zoom in on here where it works a little bit better. So you might have to play around with it and how to zoom in. I know if you hit this print button right here, it does make it. You can make it a little bit bigger if you want, but I'm going to cancel and get out of there. So if I look right here, I can see digits right here. Any number from 0 to 9. So a digit is any number from 0 to 9. So now that I've found it, I'm going to go back to my vocab and I'm going to put it in. Any number between 0 and 9. Okay? And then an example, this should be pretty simple. I'll just put the number 8. Okay, let's try the next one together. So really, you have to have these two rows done, but we're doing them together, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to go back to my textbook, and I know that I am looking at place value. So I'm going to go move on to the next thing. Okay, where can I find place value? Ooh, here's P, place value. I look down here, and it says place value, the value of a digit as defined by its place in a number. That definition doesn't really make a ton of sense to me, and it is correct, but you want to put down a definition that will help you understand the term. So I'm like, the value of a digit, that makes more sense to me versus the value of a digit as defined by its place in a number. So I'm just going to put the value of a digit. The value of a digit, and we can say depends on where the digit is in the number. Okay, that's a little bit more my language. You would do it in your language. And then my example, so I'm going to write 86,000, and then underneath I would say the 8 is equal to 80,000. So I've done, if we look right here, the definitions and the examples. And I can find this in my glossary of the textbook, which you can find online if you don't understand or remember what these vocab words meant. And so I showed you, I keep clicking on the wrong thing. All right, so I showed you how to do it in the textbook, in the glossary. There's another way that you can do it, and let me just fix my zoom in. So it's where we can see it actually. All right, perfect. So I went to my glossary and I go to, I know that we were on Unit 1, Lesson 1. So I'm going to go back there. And you can see right here, it says digits, place value, and place value chart. We're not doing place value chart. We're just focusing on place value. And the definition is also right here. Okay? So if you look right here, the position of a number is called the place value. Okay? And we can see right here, digits 0 through 9, the digits of a number are of different values. Okay? So right here, it might not have the exact definition, but there's information about these vocabulary words that you can use to create understanding or make your own definition. And then let's see right here. If we click right there, the cool thing is it takes you right to where it is in the glossary. So you got a couple of ways to get there. All right, so this is it for your just quick little tutorial on the things that you're going to use for Transmath. The nice thing about this is if you don't remember how to get somewhere or you're confused how you're supposed to do something, you can just rewatch the video, okay? All right, thank you. I know this got a little bit long. You guys, I'm sure, did a great job listening. Awesome. We'll see you in class tomorrow.